Good day to you. I am Bragi, and the son of Magnar.
Hello there, I'm Egil, and Egil Thorsson.
The son of Thor, possibly.
Yeah, one of them.
Yes, there's probably many Thors.
Yeah, Daddy got around.
Now, what are we here for today, Egil?
I believe it's to read out the comments.
Oh, yes, we do love reading your comments, and we do thank you for leaving them, don't we?
Yeah, it's going to be fun when I try reading them, but yeah.
We're going to try something a little bit different today. We're going to take turns in reading them. I'll read the first one. And this comes from lovely Tangerine Layla, the Sleepy Oracle.
Hi, Tangy. How you doing, babe?
Say woof woof.
Woof woof, baby.
There you go. So, laughed out loud. Always a pleasure to hear your tales, dear Egil.
Thank you, babe. And it's always a great pleasure to hear from you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one day, who knows, you may even visit this
There's
fair
your
land.
next comment, and this comes from Evil Witch.
Witch.
Or Surrey.
Right, it's a good thing that Mouse stayed outside and went home to his turnips. Those palace cats are tricky. Loved today's story, Eggy. Well, thank you. You say you're Evil Witch. Some of my best friends are witches, and very nice people they are too.
Oh, yes.
And
it's just a name.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're a very nice witch, really.
Witches are very nice.
Yeah.
Now we have a comment here from Ahmed Ibrahim, and he says, cool.
Oh,
cool.
Nice
So,
one.
nice to see you leaving a comment again.
Yeah.
Ahmed. So that was on your folk tale?
Ahmed Ibrahim, yeah.
Yes. We have commenters from all over the world.
Hey, always glad to hear from people from different countries.
Now, your next one comes from our famous sub, Thomas Dale.
Oh, Thomas Dale, where are we? Oh, here we are.
There we go.
Uncle Lion O'Howe.
Uncle Lion Q. Which I'm not sure what that means. It must have been something you said in your video.
Yeah.
So, on to the next one.
The next one is Thomas Dale.
Yes, it's Thomas again. Hey, he's back!
Yeah.
Egil looks like he enjoyed telling this tale. I'd like how he made it relatable near the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we try to do that, don't we? We try to link it in at the beginning.
Well, you see, the thing is, and it's something I learned even before I went to uni, history, it's for everyone. And
Of course so.
When people put things in such convoluted language, it's excluding so many people.
Yes.
And I like to get the pin and burst the bubble of pomposity.
Yes.
And yeah, it's available for everyone. These stories were meant for people sitting around, not sitting in a common room.
Well, the folk tales.
Yeah.
People tales.
Well, it says it, doesn't it? Folk.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, is the people. You're getting a point across, or you're entertaining. But yeah, nice one, Tom.
Oh yes, and here's another next commenter, and this comes from Kids Free School, and this is a new commenter on the channel. So.
Excellent video, like 5. Well, okay, Kids Free School. We're always glad that the younger generation are interested. After all, you'll carry the torch after we've long gone.
Indeed, and I think education should always be free. Don't you agree, Egil?
Yeah. Well, education, this is again, like I said now,
yes.
It shouldn't be for the elite, it should be for everyone. I mean...
Oh, you guys.
Yeah.
Ladies.
I mean, for all we know...
Girls and boys.
The next Albert Einstein could be working in a factory. I'm not denigrating factories, I worked in them myself. But somebody of Einstein's ability could well be, I don't know, making nuts and bolts.
I mean, you could be the next Albert Einstein. You got a chance, you got loads of years left.
Yeah, but I ain't got his brain power.
Oh, well, never mind then.
That's one thing, is know your limitations.
So I'd just like to say welcome to the channel, Kids Free School.
Yeah.
Please leave lots of comments. And I'd just like to say a little reference here that I love all our subs, 3,000.
Yeah.
Egil won't understand that, but you guys may if you're into
and the kids,
Marvel Universe.
Kids Free School, maybe you'd like to come leave us a comment telling us more about yourself.
Yes, what do you do? You have to have a look at your channel.
Yeah.
We are going to review some channels in the future. We have talked about this, haven't we?
I'm all in favour of home education. I was taught in schools, and if I might quote a friend of my father's, Lieutenant Colonel Wintle, the only thing I learnt at school was a profound mistrust of adults that's never left me, because things were different in the 60s.
Well, of course so.
But
was you a hippie?
To be honest with you, I was not allowed to be anything. I was a clone of my dad till he went. I was hippie-ish, It ended up growing my hair long, but took a while.
Yeah, man. Well, on to the next comment. After all, this is a comments video. Thomas Dale says these words. I think I remember this tale from when I was a child.
Cool.
You don't seem to hear it that often now. And that is, of course, the country mouse and the palace mouse, but also known as the town mouse and the palace mouse. It's a famous tale, apparently.
Well, it's storytelling as a whole. I mean, my ex-girlfriend, she does storytelling, tells some excellent stories. And I was told some stories when I was a child, mostly Hans Christian Andersen, that sort of thing.
I'm Hans Christian Andersen. Moving on from there.
Which one am I reading?
I'll read the next one.
Right.
And then I'll let you read the next one. The next one comes from Thomas Dale, and it's very simply, yay for hashtag Folklore Thursday.
Well,
I'd just like to thank those guys for sharing our content on Twitter, so thank you.
Thomas Dale as well.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, thank you, Thomas.
I hope you're doing all right out there, man.
Oh yes. Now here's your next comment. It's from Thomas again.
Top Cat. I remember Top Cat. I used to love it with Phil Silvers and many from the Sergeant Bilko show as voice actors. I loved Top Cat. I had a thing about cats. I still do. I love pussycats.
Top Cat is a brilliant cartoon.
And I remember it so well, living in the dustbin and things like that. And for many years I didn't realise it was Phil Silvers. But,
yes.
Yeah.
And on your same video, the best laid plans of mice and cats seldom coincide. And that, of course, comes from Thomas Dale. Hello, Thomas, again. So, your next comment. Have you got anything to say on that?
No.
All right, here's your next one. Yet again, it's from Thomas Dale.
That one.
Yeah.
Yay for hashtag Fairy Tale Tuesday. Thank you, Enchanted Magazine, and thank you, Bragi and Egil. Thank you, Tom.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Just like that.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm
just thinking about Tommy Cooper then and doing like a joke. Spoon bowl, bowl bowl, spoon bowl, spoon bowl, spoon bowl, spoon.
I have to say, I'm one of these people who find Tommy Cooper very unfunny.
Do you? I think he's hilarious.
He annoys me. Have you ever read his book?
No.
It's written the same way he speaks. And about halfway down the page, I just couldn't stand it any longer.
Have you got that book?
No, I was when I was in the museum, and I think that's where it belongs. And,
so yes, we have another comment here. Some evil witch Shory or Shaw. You have to let us know. How do you pronounce your last bit? Because I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
We have fun, don't we, on this channel, pronouncing things.
Well, it is difficult sometimes.
Yes.
I know you yourself have difficulty with it. But,
of course so. I'm a human being.
Yeah, and I do as well,
Anyway, she says, I love Tom and Jerry myself.
Yeah.
Great story of the mouse, too brave for his own good, and the not so lazy cat.
You see, for me, Tom and Jerry, the cat was the one I felt for.
Yeah.
And I loved that mate.
The dog.
Yeah. Okay, pussycat, listen here. And the
you got to do that in a folk tale, that voice.
The maid, and I loved the one. There was Tom who'd got a zoot suit.
Yeah. What's one of them then? For you guys, me of course.
Zoot suits are actually very contentious. They caused a riot in World War II.
Really?
They were very baggy trousers.
Yes.
They had big hats and very long jackets.
I know a song about baggy trousers.
Yeah, and they were favoured by the indigenous Mexican population in Los Angeles. And for reasons best known to themselves, the American Navy put a military establishment there, and there was friction between the sailors and the zoot suiters.
So
it ended up in a full-scale riot. And the police apparently didn't act. They favoured the sailors, and as it was time of war, they had to be very careful. But as a result, it didn't last very long. I mean, they were very elaborate, loud suits. It's
a bit of World War II history here, folks.
Yeah. Well, the trousers would be baggy, and then be very narrow at the ankle, the jackets would come to about down there, just past your knee. They'd have long keychains and massive hats, more like cowboy hats with feather in it.
Sounds very Italian to me.
It actually looked pretty good on them, these guys who wore it, but somehow the US naval personnel didn't take to it. There was friction, you know, because they weren't fighting and they were. And anyway, it ended up, that's in the past, but...
Of course, if you go to a shop and you buy a shirt and you get a little tag on the back, which is for hooking your shirt up, that is a naval thing, isn't it?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and that is a sign that your shirt is a good quality make.
Yeah, Benny Sherman. Ooh.
Yeah, well, not maybe then, but you know. So if you've got a shirt and on the back, on the outside, there's a little loop, so you can hang it up. But that is a US naval thing.
Well, when I was
that's what it's amazing.
When I was at school, skinheads came in and they started off wearing the old grandad vest, but then a certain Irish firm, their shirts, they had the loop at the back with the pleat and the button down collar.
And what is a grandad vest for you folks?
It's a very heavy vest. You could get the sleeves to here.
Yes.
There was no collar on it, and you had about 3 buttons. Mine had rubber buttons, and the hippies used to tie dye, and mine was purple. So I was a hippie at one time.
I'm sure Panina mate will be very interested in your vest. Yeah. He's already very interested in your underwear you wear.
Oh well, you know.
You know what you call them?
A demi-trunk.
Demi-trunks, there you go.
I am wearing them now as we speak. It's a cross between a boxer short and a budgie smuggler.
Yes, well, if we ever have a heat wave in the UK and it's too hot to film, I may give permission for him to film in his pants.
Hello, I'm filming in my pants today.
No, we're not going to do that.
I eat yoghurt a lot as well.
You'll be demonetized.
I like a Belgian kiss. It's the same as a French one, only more phlegm.
Anyway, let's mosey on to comments.
It's my turn, isn't it, I believe?
It is, there we are, from our Viking brother, Egil Thorsson.
Hi, Eirik. Nostalgia. Always getting better, and we love it, and that's good. There's our friends from America, I believe.
No, that's Eirik. He's an English Viking.
Oh, sorry about that. But it's always nice to hear from anybody. And
he's one of our Viking brothers.
All right, well, rock on.
Indeed. Woof woof. Give him a woof woof, Egil.
Woof woof, baby. Pussycat.
Now, the next one comes from Sven.
Hey, Sven.
Well, he's changed it. Oh, yeah, no, it's all right. I remember that video. Great times. I got that all wrong. I remember that very video. Good times.
Yeah. Well, we got it right in the end. But keep commenting, Sven.
I'll read the next one.
Yeah.
And this is on the...
Do you want to borrow these?
Yeah, borrow your glasses in a minute. I can do the thumbnail.
Take me with you. I could see perfectly.
I was blind, but now I can see. Anyway, this comes from the Belfast Viking, Martin Brown.
Hi, Martin.
I like to call him the #1 fan from Belfast.
Yeah.
Hello, #1 fan from Belfast. And Martin, how are you? And he says, I saw the Belfast mummy last month in the Belfast Museum.
Oh, right.
We'll have to go there.
Yeah. Well, they are amazing. We have one in Derby. His name is Pippiu, and he was a priest. And he's in remarkably good condition. And if you're in Derby, drop in the museum. They're always glad to have people come in.
Oh, yes.
And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
And I think that's what we're planning to do for 1,000 subs. Have a tour around the museum. Now, I just noticed something here that I've been trying to look at the thumbnail at the title, and the title's over there.
Oh, right.
Anyway, so the next comment is for this one. It's Bragi Pranked Egil unboxing video, and this comes from Adventures with Duane. Hello, Duane.
Those are period correct slippers.
Yeah, he got it in capital letters too.
Yeah. Well,
that was that. You know that boxing prank I did months ago, and he did it in a. He got to do it in a nerd voice.
Oh yes. Well, those slippers which were black and white, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, monochrome. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why he was unboxing.
It was a prank. It worked.
It's a joke.
It was a joke.
All right. Because I say we're all period slippers and shoes on. Well, I am.
I'm not. I'm wearing my Adams today.
Oh, it's espadrilles.
Which very much like US Navy plimsolls, aren't they?
I can't wear those because I'm flat-footed.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
How did you get in the army then with flat feet?
Hey, get to know me. I'm great.
Woof.
Yeah.
Just looking at the time, we're all right.
Yeah.
Right, we're all going to round up soon, but we've got a few more comments. I'll just read through these.
Go on then.
Yeah, and these are from Thomas Dale. There's 3 here. Yay! A look around some of the older churches could be curious to see how they're changed since the Dark Ages.
Well, I'll be honest with you. They are the very old churches are built on old pagan sites.
Well, of course so.
The most notable being Canterbury Cathedral.
But we'll start with Derby, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, we're lucky. There's a church near you which has got a very interesting doorway, which I hope we're going to cover.
Yes, we will do.
But one thing I would like to do is to have a look on the walls and behind the altar on the walls, because there's very interesting graffiti in some churches, to wit I'm speaking of curses. And there's also, you have protective symbols because of the Black Death, things like that.
Oh, yes, yes.
Which we shall go into at greater depth later
One
on.
church we'll definitely go to is Breedon on the Hill.
Yeah.
Because I've got relatives buried there.
Now, Breedon on the Hill is an interesting name. If you translate it, it means a hill on a hill on a hill.
Oh, yes.
However, that is due to linguistic limitations. We got small, medium and large, that progression. In the old days they didn't have that, so you said it was good, 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 which meant it was really good, instead of good, better, best. Which is why on some beer crates you see 3 X's.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
Not really.
Moving on from that,
Let's go on.
He was in the news today. What kind of car you'd like?
All right.
Thomas Dale says, Egil, playing Skyrim, question mark.
Let's have a look, play.
Skyrim, it's a game, Egil.
All right.
Would there be a vast amount of swearing? Question mark. Would it have to be put on some private channel, like the Bragi Magnarsson channel?
Oh,
Check it out, folks. Yeah, I think we are going to plan some kind of gaming. I've got some ideas for Egil there. And Thomas Dale says, yay for 900 subs.
Yeah, thanks. Yes. Let's make that 900 1,000, eh?
Oh, yes. And our last comment is going to go to Egil, and it's this one there, from our very good friend from Australia, and it's Sharmanar.
Hi, Sharmanar.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
A suggestion for the 10,000 subscriber special. Why not commander a longship and go on a commandeer a longship and go on a raid? You can film it with the GoPros. Now, I have been on said longship, and if you ever get the chance, do it. It's not like a normal ship where it hits the wave like that. No, a Viking ship will slide along it.
Cut through it.
Yeah, and I was in a 4-foot swell in the Irish Sea at the time, and I loved it. There is, I think in Dublin, I think they've got a long ship.
Yes, yes.
I don't know in this country where they've... there's the Re-enactment Society, Regular and
I believe
Glorum.
Magnus Bearleg Vikings, of which are number 1 fast Martin Brown. I believe they have a couple of ships. So
I'll tell you what, get them to contact Regular and Glorum. They're more likely to know. I think they did have 3 long
I
ships.
think Reggie and Glorum are Facebook these days.
But they've got contacts.
I know they have, so they're all good for that.
Yeah, and I enjoyed being with them.
One day we will go on a long ship.
Yeah, oh man. And when they're rowing, you see them doing this?
Yeah.
No, they didn't. You sit on your chest.
No,
there.
you don't sit in your chair. I think that's a misconception.
Well, anyway,
because most of them, I think some boats will have chests you can put on.
As I was saying, you get it. The Greeks perfected it. You have the oar at 45 degrees, and all you're doing is that, and you could do that all day. But if you're doing that, your back's jiggered.
Well, you're going to do your backing, yeah.
And
either that, you'll have the strongest back in Scandinavia.
And it's also down to teamwork. So I rowed a whaler down the River Ouse with my pal Si Batchelor. If you're watching, Si, you. Wow, pussycat.
It's a small world, you know.
And we used to clash oars, and it ruins your momentum.
It's better the Clash of the Titans.
Well, we could deal with them with Vikings. Right, what's next?
Oh, we're going to end this video now, Egil.
Oh,
if it's still running, hope so. If not, we're messed up. Leave a comment for the next comments video, and I've got to reply to a few of these, and hopefully this will be out on a Friday.
Tell you what, why don't you tell them about our forthcoming live stream?
Well, no, because I don't like to predict live streams in case you can't make it. So.
Well, I can make it.
Yeah, well, we are hoping to do one soon, so watch out for that.
So until we meet again, and the case is so dead, Woof woof, babies.
Goodbye. And subscribe if you are new.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.